No, you're not hallucinating. I am actually doing a monthly favorites video. I looked back at my videos, and the last favorites video I did, monthly favorites video, was back in November. If you guys have been watching my previous videos, you know some of the reasons why I was taking a break and things like that. So with saying that, I do have a lot of things to catch you guys up on as far as like new products, what I'm loving. I wanted to talk about skincare, but I didn't want to overwhelm you guys with so much new stuff since I haven't done a video in such a long time. So I decided to just do a dedicated video to my current skincare routine, and in that video it's a day and or a morning and nighttime skincare routine, and that'll give you a much better idea of what I'm using as far as skincare. And I figured by doing it separately it would make this video not as long, and I would be able to be more thorough with why I'm choosing those particular skincare products. So also with saying that, I want to keep this video as short and sweet and to the point as possible. So I am not really going to discuss like lifestyle favorites in this video. If you guys are still curious, I have tons of stuff I want to talk to you guys about: music, movies, TV shows, books. So if you guys really are curious about that, let me know by commenting and liking, and I will definitely do a separate video on like my current lifestyle favorites. So definitely comment or like, let me know somehow, because that really helps me determine if I should do the video or not. All of this is just solely makeup to not overwhelm you guys, and like I said, a lot of it's new products that I've purchased the end of spring, beginning of summer. That's when I kind of hit a peak with buying new products. So without further ado, I am going to go ahead and get started. In order for me to feel like I'm really catching you guys up to speed as much as I can, in this video at least, I looked at my makeup collection and wrote down in every makeup category, and what I mean by that is like primer, foundation, mascara, eyeliner. I assessed what my favorite item is in that makeup category up to date. So that's what I did for this video. So you'll really see at least one of everything. My favorite primer that I've been using as of late is the Milk Makeup Blur Stick. This is one of my recent purchases. I don't want to constantly repeat that. I'll basically say if I've had the makeup item for a long time or not. So this is new, and I was really on the hunt for a good primer slash something that would blur my pores, especially in the summertime. You know, I produce a lot more oil in the summertime, being normal to oily skin combination. And I heard really great things about it, and it's really been lovely. The only thing is it's jumbo. It's like a jumbo size stick form right there. So I find it difficult to just applying the product itself on my face to get in more smaller areas on my face, like, you know, around my between my cheek and my nose area, like this area, the inner cheek area, are those kind of places. So if I'm not putting it like on the more bigger areas of my face, what I'll do is I'll rub it on my finger and then apply it that way, and it seems to be working. So I really enjoy it, and this is the only product I've tried from the Milk makeup line, but I'm curious to try more from them because I feel like they're kind of like Glossier's little sister in a way. So I am curious about that makeup line. Buying that product made me more curious. Before I was kind of like, when I saw them at Sephora, I just kind of walked by because I kind of associated it, and I apologize if this offends anybody, but at first glance for me, I kind of associate it with like teeny bopper kind of makeup, but it's actually not. So I am curious to try more from them. Now, Foundation is a little tricky because I have been alternating my foundations pretty evenly. It's about 50%. So I did want to mention this Clarins broad spectrum sunscreen / tinted moisturizer is pretty much what it is. You'll hear a lot more about this in my summer skincare routine, so watch out for that video. But I just quickly want to say sometimes I'll just wear this in it by itself and just wear powder, which is what I did today, or I'll wear this underneath my regular foundation. So I did want to kind of mention that because it is a favorite, but it's more like in the skincare area favorite. So you will see this in that current skincare routine video. But as far as like more on the traditional side of foundations, I've been using these two, the MAC Studio Fix Fluid Foundation and the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation. Now, I was really wanting to get a more organic eco foundation, but I kind of felt like I was running out of time and I didn't plan it very well, and I did buy a lot of other foundations. If you guys watched, I know I mentioned it in one video. They were all really lovely, great foundations that I've recently purchased, but they were more on the dewy side, not so much a good in the prime summer foundations. So I found myself running out of time and just decided to go back to Old Faithful here. This MAC Studio Fix Fluid Foundation is one of the first high-end department store, what have you, foundations I ever bought, and I went through so many bottles of this. I was so dedicated to this for a number of years. I want to say like 5 to 8 years. It was like the only foundation I really wore. So I kind of was feeling nostalgic, and I also was kind of like, this was always good to me. I always wore this in Florida and it always stayed in place, and depending on how much I put on, it wasn't too cakey or too foundation, but it can be if you put too much on. So yeah, I've really been loving that, and it's, you know, it's an old time favorite. I'm really mad about my hair, you guys, by the way. I got it trimmed yesterday and she did such a beautiful, wonderful blowout and flat iron, but for some reason last night I must have slept like a crazy person, because when I woke up it was all like I had bedhead. And okay, face powders. I've been using my oldie but goodie, well, it's not old, this is brand new, but it's an old favorite powder, and it's the MAC Mineralized Finish powder. I once again was wanting to find a more organic brand, but found myself running out of time and didn't want to spend all summer finding a good powder to wear during the summer. So I just went back to this because I wanted one that had light coverage, and the fact that it wasn't too heavy and powdery looking, but controlled my oiliness, and this always did that for me. Luckily it's mineralized, so it's not completely, you know, what have you, but I definitely am on the hunt for a more organic, eco-friendly foundation. So there's that. And Sawyer just jumped on my lap. Sawyer, do you want to say hi to your audience, or do you just want to wreak havoc? Do you want to say hi to everybody? No? No? You just want to be a little troublemaker? You just want to be a little troublemaker? Yes. Okay, really quickly, concealer. I should have done this right after I did the foundations. Concealer of choice lately is the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I've been using this under my eyes, on blemishes. If I use something like the Clarins Tinted Moisturizer Sunscreen combination here, and I'll just cover my more like need to be treated areas with the Shape Tape Concealer. So yeah, I've been really enjoying this, and it's been my concealer of choice for this summer. Highlighter, I guess it depends on your preference. I guess all of this really is, But I guess some people feel like you don't really need to wear highlighter in the summertime, and other people are like, let it all glow in the summer, and I'm kind of in between. And I've really been loving the Tarte highlighter that I got from that Make Believe collection, or the Unicorn collection, and it's called Spellbound Glow. I think I mentioned this in another video before, so you won't believe this. It just broke on me. It fell when I was getting set up for my video, and I opened it and it didn't look cracked or anything, but obviously it was, because when I just went to open it and tilt it to show to you guys, it broke. So I could edit this out, but I won't. This is hashtag real beauty YouTuber life. But anyway, aside from it just breaking on me just now because I dropped it earlier, it's a really pretty highlighter because it's like a natural highlight finish. It's not too much of a highlight, and it's natural too. So it's a really good in between, and I feel like that's really hard to find with highlighters. It's like a good in between where you want it to look natural, but you want it to show. So yeah, and oh, what a bummer. All right, contour is kind of basic, boring. I had this Kat Von D Shade and Light palette since last summer, I believe, and it's really the only contour palette I need and use. So here's what it is. It's starting to get pretty beat up because once again, it's the only one I use, but I usually use the first two bottom shades, the lightest one and the middle one. I'll kind of do a 50-50 kind of dab on my brush with them, and it's great. I usually just contour a little bit on my cheekbone area, around my jawline, and then just like a little bit on my nose. So I'm not a huge heavy contour person, so that's why I don't really feel the need to buy to have too many in my collection, but this one is really great. If I don't contour with the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, or I feel like I still want to be kind of like bronzy looking that day, my bronzer of choice is definitely the Hourglass Radiant Bronze Light one. This is, I think there's two in the collection, and this is the darker one. In the wintertime, I think I can pretty much get away with wearing this as like a blush too, but it's really gorgeous and really great, and I can't talk about a current favorites video in the summertime without mentioning bronzers. So I do have quite a few bronzers in my collection that I need to start using, but this one definitely is my bronzer of choice for this summer. And the last product that I have to do with like my face before we get into like eyes and lips is blushes. And the blushes of choice are, and you guys are probably sick of people talking about these, is the Glossier Cloud Paints. I have the, let's see here, I have Dusk, which is like a deep, peachy, very light terracotta color. And I also have the Cloud Paint in Haze, which is kind of like your deep pink, sort of mauve kind of color. So I've been alternating with them for the most part. I tend to use this one a bit more because I'm wearing it today, and it's just because it's more natural. I can wear it with any kind of lipstick color, whether it's bold or a nude kind of lip color. So, but if I do feel like I'm not going to wear a lot of lipstick that day, or I just feel like my face needs a little bit more color and life to it, I use the Haze one. But I love them both. They're really, really great. And if you're lighter than me, you could probably get away with using the Dusk as like a creamy contour colors. Eyebrows have been quite interesting lately. The two of choice, I'll talk about what they are first before I get into it. The Hourglass eyebrow pencil, it's a duo. One side is the product itself and the other side is a brush. And then I also alternate with the Glossier Boy Brow, which I'm sure you guys are sick about hearing about this too. So when I first started using the Boy Brow, I loved it. And then about halfway into using it, I kind of didn't like it anymore because I felt like I got brown. This one's brown or brunette, what have you. Felt like it was a bit too light, and it was really easy for too much product to be on the brush and it be way too much product on my eyebrows, because I like them to still look sparse, not completely filled in. I like it to be natural. So what I decided was happening was there was just too much product getting on the brush, and I just have to pull it out and kind of wipe off the extra. So now I'm loving it again, but I really think I like the Hourglass one better. It's just more, I don't know, I like it a lot better. So I do like this one. So I think once I use this one up, I may try the clear one and just use it as a topper for my Hourglass, because I just feel like I have more control on how much I want to use with the Hourglass one. And I have eyeshadow for you. I could mention like 5 eyeshadows, but honestly what I've really been gravitating towards is this Pro Longwear Paint Pot and Laying Low. I went to the MAC counter one day and told them I wanted Camel Coat. I was doing some researching on the internet because I did want a new paint pot, but I didn't want painterly. I wanted something with more color to it. And when I went to the counter, they said that the Camel Coat was discontinued, but that this one, Laying Low, was an exact dupe, which I don't know if I believe that. I feel like when I looked again online, I feel like Camel Coat was a little different, but this one I do love. So I think I would have loved this one better than Camel Coat anyway. So the only way, and I feel like this is a really good description of what this color is, it's soft brown in a paint pot form. So if you guys love MAC's soft brown, you will absolutely love this because it's soft brown in a paint pot form. So it's got more pigmentation, it's thicker, it's creamier, and it's great. I'm wearing it today underneath one of my other shadows. I think it's Cork or something like that. But if I put this on and then soft brown, it's just like soft brown to the next level. It's just really gorgeous, and I feel like it's really all I need for the summer. It's really been great. Sorry if I'm scratching my nose a lot, but Sawyer has been snooping around my makeup and getting kitty hair all over it. It's just a really good one to wear because all I have to do is just put it on, maybe put some brow bone highlight, and then it just gives your eyes a look like you put more effort into doing your eyeshadow than you did. It's like effortlessly chic, which I love in eyeshadows lately. And the older I get, that's what I love too. It's kind of like that less is more mentality. Eyeliners have been interesting as well because I've been alternating, but the standouts for me are 2. It's first the Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner in dark brown. I love, love, love this. It's so great. It's pretty much what the Kat Von D eyeliner was for me, but better, and it lasts longer because that one dried out really quickly. It's got that felt tip applicator to it, and I just really love it. And then a new one I picked up, I was just, playing on the internet, and I stumbled upon this brand called Blink. It's an ultra thin liquid eyeliner, ultra thin precision, and when they say ultra thin, they mean ultra thin. I will have a close-up shot for you guys because you won't be able to see. I don't think I've ever seen a liquid eyeliner as thin and precise as this one. So it's really great if you just want to do like the little corners of your eyes, or if you want to do the like the fake freckles that people do sometimes, or I'll do like individual dots underneath my eyeline or my bottom lash line. Like I'll do like a dot here and a dot here to like widen up my eyes. So it's really, really great for that. I feel like this would be something that a makeup artist, like a pro makeup artist, would have in their arsenal. So mascaras. Mascaras, I'm pretty sure you guys are all aware of my favorite mascaras right now, but I'll mention it for any of you that don't know. It's the L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara and the MAC Extended Gigalash Mascara. I alternate between these two. I always use this one for my bottom lashes, but now that we're in the height of summer, I don't tend to do that because it just transfers by the end of the day when I get hot. But the reason why I love this L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara is if you're wanting volume or anything like that for your lashes, this is not the mascara for you. It's mainly a mascara for lengthening and separating the lashes. It's like that plastic, thin, kind of comb-like wand. And I just love that look in the summertime. The long but separated lashes, to me it just looks very clean and fresh instead of like wearing a voluminous mascara. Just looks too, like really heavy and too heavy in the summertime for me. And then every once in a while I will use like the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes. This is more of like a voluminous and lengthening kind of mascara. So maybe at nighttime, or if I'm filming, or when I kind of want to get more glammed up, I will use that. But those are my mascaras right now. And then probably the most favorite item for everybody is lipsticks. I've been loving these Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks. These are the only Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks I own, and have just recently purchased them. And they came together in some little special little dealio, and it's sexist, no, not sexist Sienna, sexy Sienna, like Sienna Miller. So I had to get it because Sienna Miller is like my favorite actress slash it girl of all time. And then Lost Cherry. Lost Cherry was the whole reason why I wanted to get a Charlotte Tilbury lipstick to begin with, because Mercedes from L'Amour et la Musique mentioned it, and as soon as I saw it, when she showed it, I instantly gravitated towards it, and that rarely happens to me with a lipstick. Usually I'm like, ooh, it's pretty, but I can wait. But this one I was like, it's beautiful, I have to get it right away. So this is what it looks like. I wore it in, I can't remember which video. I'll put it above me in the suggested video so you can see what it looks like on. But in that video, I know I kind of just dabbed it on. I didn't put it on in its like full capacity. And for some reason though, I've been really gravitating towards the Sexy Sienna more, and I'm wearing it today. I wore it in my last video, and I just want to continue wearing it, but for you guys not to get bored, I promise I'll wear a different lipstick. The only thing about this lipstick, Sexy Sienna, is it doesn't translate as boldly on camera as it does in real life. Like Lost Cherry, I feel like translates a lot better on camera and in person, but for some reason Sexy Sienna does it. I don't know if it's because all kind of coral type lipsticks do that or not, but I'll try to put more on for you guys. Hopefully you can see a little bit better now, but it might be my ring light too. So the color you're seeing on camera, it's a lot more deeper and brighter by like 5 times in person. So it's just really, really pretty, and I love it. And it's really hard for me to find a coral type orangey lipstick that looks good on my skin, so that's why I love it. But I feel like this would look so beautiful on a blonde like Sienna Miller. So that is, I'm looking down to make sure, yes, that is all my makeup favorites this month. I want to thank you guys for being so patient and understanding. A lot of you commented in my last video, my Get Ready With Me video, so I just want to say thank you for all the lovely comments. I have some great friends here, and I didn't comment on my declutter video because I actually filmed that before my break. So this is like an actual, like, more up-to-date video, which is why I'm thanking you here. And I promise I will try my hardest to do a monthly favorites video for the rest of the year. So here's to that. Cross your fingers. And I have a lot more items I want to share with you guys and catch you up with. So I will talk about them in future videos to come. And I hope you guys are doing wonderful. And let me know, of course, what your favorites are. I love trying new products as much as I try to be conscientious consumer. I still like to know what you guys are loving because it helps me out too. So look out for my current morning and nighttime skincare routine video. I'll probably have that up like Wednesday or so. Oh, and really quickly, I wanted to let you guys know that I am in the process of revamping my blog. I'm trying to get everything switched over from Blogger to WordPress, and really wanting to dedicate more time to my blog and everything. So once I get everything switched over and revamped and everything, I will let you guys know when it's up and ready. And I think that's all the announcements I have. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.